How long does it take for an offer to be accepted? What happens after you make an offer on a house? That's what we'll talk about next. Hi, I'm Kelly Vandever. I'm a real estate agent in the Atlanta, Georgia area with Keller Williams, North Atlanta. If you're doing some research to find out about what it's like to buy a house for the first time or the first time in several years, good on you. There's a lot of things to know about the process. One thing you no doubt want to know is how long does it take for an offer on a house to get accepted? There's a super easy answer to that question, but there are some nuances that go along with it. First, what's the simple answer? Whenever you submit an offer on a house, you put an expiration date and time on that offer. In other words, you give the homeowner a deadline by which they need to make a decision. If the homeowner is interested in your offer, they'll either sign the contract and send it back to you, or they may send you a counter offer. Either way, they're going to respond to your offer on or before the expiration date and time on your offer. Now let's talk about some of the nuances. The real answer is it depends, like so many things in life. And honestly, the thing that depends upon most is the person selling the house and the agent that's working with them. Now, excuse me for a moment while I put on my hat as I do as a listing agent and talk about what happens when I'm representing somebody who's selling a house. My clients and my goal as their representative is to try to get them the most possible out of the sale of their home. For me to get the most exposure for their home, I encourage my clients to wait until after the first weekend it is on the market before accepting any offers. My experience has taught me that that's the best way to get the most offers and the highest price for my client's house. I encourage my clients that if we get at least 2 offers on the house, that we call for highest and best offers by Monday morning following that first weekend of listing. And I ask the agents that are submitting offers on behalf of their buyers to make sure that the offer does not expire until 5 p.m. on Tuesday afternoon. This is a fairly common practice, so you can expect to hear back between 3 and 5 days on whether or not your offer has been accepted. However, some home sellers and their agents may receive a really great offer on the first day, and they decide not to wait through the weekend to see if they get any additional or better offers. So putting my hat back on as an agent who's representing the person buying the home, we might choose to be super aggressive and say, here's this wonderful, fabulous offer. You have to accept it within the first few hours. That's where a home seller and their agent might get nervous and go ahead and accept that offer rather than waiting a few more days and seeing if a better offer comes along. This approach doesn't always work. If it's an agent like me, I will go back to the agent of the person buying the home and say, please extend this expiration date. But if the offer is tens of thousands over the asking price and the buyer's agent is playing hardball, it just might work. Or they might tick off the person selling the house and their agent, and they may be less inclined to accept the offer because they don't want to work with somebody that seems to be unreasonable. But either way, you're going to hear back by the expiration date and time of your offer if your offer has been accepted. To answer the other question I included in the intro, what happens after you make an offer on a house, here's what happens. The agent that's working with the person selling the house will present all the offers to the home seller. Smart agents will call the lenders of the top offers and or verify that they have cash on hand for those cash offers. The listing agent will go over the terms that you included in your offer, provide their insight and advice, and then the home seller will make the decision. You might want to check out another video I did called What Should You Ask a Realtor When Buying a House? It provides information about why it's so important that your lender call back the listing agent and different strategies for having the best terms to get your offer accepted. I hope you found this video helpful in understanding what happens after you make an offer and how long you can expect before finding out if your offer has been accepted. If you need some help buying or selling a house in the metro Atlanta area, reach out. Let's set up a time to talk.